G'day and welcome to Ran of Fate. Continuing where I left off last night. Plan is to kill more of these guys that the dealer controls.
The more I wonder.
Pretty sure I get to face lizard men today. Okay, so Jack of Scales automatically gives me heavy arrows and mana drain. That'll be interesting to deal with. Law. Their latent magical abilities make these lizard men feared by all, even their own kind. Sure. I'll select him as the opponent.
The suit of scales are represented by these lizard men. Quiet, patient, lethally subtle, and coldly intelligent. Of all the creatures I have incarnated as suits, these please me the most.
Interesting. Hi, John. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expect, especially at the start of a stream. More people may join later on. We'll see. No, I don't want to use the recommended one. I want to go through and actually have a look at what I've got. I'm just going to make my phone not do that. Okay, so Life Slim is new. Bias towards the novel. Ring of Poverty. Don't know what that does, but it's worth finding out. I'll get rid of this hat. Probably could do with some more shields. Can I get rid of medium armor now? I don't have medium. Oh yes, there's a medium armor. Okay. They're just not particularly interesting. I don't have any regular shields in this deck anymore. That'll be fine. Alright. And then the encounters. So, Charity 2, A Wife's Fury, Battle of Brooktop. I haven't done Field of Poppies, so I'll put that in as well. Lone, Lost in the Desert, Noble Trader, The Apprentice, Stranger, Heroes Remains. Now, I need to get rid of 3 cards. So ideally 3 old cards that I've already got the tokens from. Bandit Attack, Crucible, and Ratman Hunting. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of a Ratman Hunting and put back a Bandits. Where were you? Bandits Attack? Because I want to keep the enemy variety still in there, I guess. Alrighty. So that's the deck. So, this game, John, is not exactly a... It's a little bit of a card game, because obviously you've got these encounter decks, but the actual combat is a lot... Like, the actual game is a lot more choose-your-own-adventure with arena combat using a fighting system that's a bit like
You've taken one of my symbols, but now we begin to play
a bit like the Batman series.
My scepter is at stake.
So what happens is I set up a deck of encounters and equipment, and then the dealer modifies it. He's also got a deck of monsters, and he sets up the game. And then what'll happen is, once he's gone through all his setup, he'll put down
Scales.
a level.
I have saved the lizard men for now, but the stakes have been raised. There is no weapon I will not use against you.
Yep. So basically here, this is the level I am on. This is kind of done like a dungeon crawl. Each step I take will cost me food. If I run out of food, it starts costing me health. And each place I go to, there's an encounter. So here, there's a river.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
And this is one of the first cards that I unlocked. It has a counter which basically will give me more cards if I succeed. But I need to get this huge success card. I have yet to get it.
A choice. Select your desire.
So I'm going to go for this one. Yes! I have seriously done that encounter like 6 times. Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you even stop to dive for some shiny stones on the riverbed that may fetch a few coins. The dealer draws you 1 gold gain card, and so you'll see it go through the gain deck over here,
for that.
and I get money. But I also get the card's token, which means I can finally remove the river from the deck. Traveling Tinker. So there are a variety of different shops. They all use the same text here. Basically, it's the second one. Tinker sell items of all descriptions, and you can then go to the shop. And here is where it actually loads up, like a zone. In the case of Tinker's, it's like a very limited zone. It kind of loads up the cart, it loads up a background, and then you show up and immediately go to the cart. There's not exactly a whole lot you see. But I can buy some items, so I could get the fleet cuffs to move faster. I could get Life Slim, which is a better weapon than I've got.
Then finish them.
Except I can't, because I don't have the money. I could get the Healer's Ring, which basically will mean I will get gold as I heal up. Or I could try... So actually those are the only 2 options. I could get Healer's Ring or Fleet Cuffs. Yeah, so it's just a way of, you know, the odds when you are going into it, but I don't know that you can track them. It's possible that it is literally a representation of the shuffle being done in front of you, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so I can't sell anything because I don't want to sell the equipment I've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Healer's Ring, because as I take damage, I think this will recover me, and especially getting
by
it
those
so
who make
early.
life better for others, now in your hands. Such a waste.
Alright. I could have also bought food. One of the interesting things about the shops is they are revisitable. There's not much point in doing so in this instance, but yeah. Okay, you see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Climb down and retrieve the weapon? Yes. So here, I've got a 75% chance of success. That is a success, and that was the top card, and it was always visible. So, again, like, I'm not sure if that is just I was able to track where the success card was, or not. And here we go, I've got a better sword.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Stranger in the shadows.
Aha! The Count enters the picture.
So one of the interesting things about these cards that unlock tokens is that they effectively give you a mini storyline. So there was a wandering priest that I helped and gave food, and that unlocked the charity card, and I gave him more food, and then that unlocked charity 2, which I'm pretty sure will come back.
There's a token in
we'll
it
see
for
how,
you
what
if
happens.
you win.
On a dark, moonless night, down a lonely road, you encounter a hooded stranger. Greetings, friend. I am in need of some sustenance. I'm going with vampire here. Would you be willing to offer some of your vigor in exchange for gold? He asks, taking out a bag of coins. Would I? Heck yeah! The stranger moves with unnatural speed to grasp you firmly and bite at your throat. After a few seconds, he releases you. 10 damage. Thank you, he says, handing you some gold as you regain your composure. I'm not yet sated. Well, sure, why not? Mortal, you seem unusually willing to give up your blood for material gain. The stranger goes on to tell you a tale of secret blood auctions and where they may be found. This card's token is yours. Excellent. But also, because each step I take I heal 5 at the cost of 1 food, I also get 1 gold. So that sounds perfect. Now we got Mr. Lionel, who is a goblin with a truly excellent mo. which is apparently his attempt at disguising as a human. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. So, I can give him bread or gold and he will give me a shield, or I can ask him what he needs and he will give me one equipment. This is one of the first cards you encounter in the game, and I want the equipment. I know what you need. Here, reach in and you will receive your heart's desire. Angel wings! So this is a fancy hat that means I move faster. Okay. And you can go and look at your inventory, so you can see angel wings. I've got a couple of curses, which are things I can't not have. And I've got the sword, and I've got the healer's ring. And then moving on, Forest Escape.
An expedition.
So basically, it's now time to move on to the next level. Take the forest path.
I appreciate your efforts.
So
I worked hard on this game. It is a pleasure to see you play. A ship at dock is worth nothing until it sails.
I actually noticed in one of the opening splash screens that Screen Australia is somehow involved in this. Didn't actually realize that it's at least somehow related to Australia. So the level layouts are not always this linear.
Your food runs short. This does not bode well.
The maiden. So this is an elf maiden who I get to ask for supplies, gold to be blessed, or more life. Longer life is increased max health. Supplies is food. Gold is money, and a blessing is random, but it's a beneficial effect. I'm going to go with supplies, which gets me to... this bread bag will sustain you for many days. Yeah, the dealer is kind of the stereotypical evil DM to a certain extent. It's implied you're definitely not the first person to play his game. But the cards also represent parts of your memories that he's abstracted out into cards.
There is nowhere safe to sleep, it would seem.
So this is a sequel to Asleep in the Forest, which I had before. And last night I encountered I killed the bandit. So this time I'm not going to. While sleeping in an inn, you jolt awake to find a bandit rifling through your belongings. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The bandit laughs, clearly drunk. Easy there, princess. Spare an apple, would you? There's a good lad. He stands steadily clutching a stolen apple and some coins. You grab his arm in protest and earn a punch to the face. Looks like Nancy here wants a fight. The bandit laughs again, spits at your feet and turns to leave. I'm going to lower my weapon, because last time I killed him and all of his buddies. And it was not the best end. The bandit looks at you with contempt. Thought so. He wanders out of the room, whistling tunelessly to himself. The dealer draws you 2 pain cards. I lose 20 gold. And I lose 5 food. Son of a... Shaking your head, you wearily turn back to your bed and find yourself once again in the presence of the ghost from the forest. Its eyes, so familiar, so real compared to its shifting body, smile into yours. Something stirs in your mind. A past memory? You're still yourself. I need fear no longer. Its pale hands reach for yours, and you suddenly recall a laugh. A laugh to go with those smiling eyes. I have lingered too long in this place. It drains so. Do not forget me. You blink and the ghost is gone. Those eyes, gone. This card's token is now yours. So I get to see where the storyline goes. That was definitely a bad result. Ah, my food. Field of Poppies. Hey, a new card.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget, and also recall.
You wander among a field of poppies. Too late you realize that the poppies are making you sleepy. Ah, you wake up, groggy, disoriented. Interesting. A wife's fury.
You are braver than I if you're willing to get involved in a marital dispute.
Yep.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
While traveling through a small town, you're accosted by a furious woman who shouts at you from the door of her homestead. You there, you look like you can handle yourself. My husband was supposed to be home hours ago, but instead he's with his pals, drinking away all our coin. They left the spoils from their latest job here. If you go and teach him a lesson, you can take your pick. What you say? Go to the tavern and confront the husband, or leave the wife to deal with it herself? Well, as a adventurer, I know that I should get myself involved in absolutely everything I come across. So, let's go and confront the husband. Now here's someone with some sense. I go crack his skull myself, but our dragon cow is birthing a litter and might burn the whole place down. Dragon cow? That is...
The Jack again. Did you think him done before? Oh no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top.
So the Jack of... Yeah, the Jack of Dust was the first boss. You corner the woman's husband at the local tavern. He's busy playing a drinking game with his friends. So I'm gonna threaten him. I mean, the guy does admittedly raise freaking dragon cows. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one is going to lead to failure here? Or rather, which one is not going to lead to failure? I have one chance of success in this. Let's go with 2. I hear worse threats from my wife every day of the week, he scoffs. And now I get to kill all of them. So this is where the Arkham style combat comes in. I guess this should pick a tavern setting. Yep. And you can see all the bandits and Jack over there. So. Stop throwing things at me, people. It's rude. So I don't have a shield, which means I don't have access to counterattacks. But I can still dodge roll. Yeah, I mostly don't try to follow the cards, I just guess. You return to the woman, bringing her battered husband with you. Just drop him in the corner and take what you want from this rubbish, she says, handing you a sack. This card's token is now yours. I wonder what the sequel to this will be. Okay, so there's Desperate Measures, which does more damage the less health I have. There's Berserker Armor, which does something new. And there's Scorching Zeal, which is a sword, mace that bursts into flames. It's better than the current sword, but I think I'm going to try the Berserker Armor, because...
Armor that gives you the proportional strength and power of a barbarian, which you are on closer examination.
Because I haven't had it before. I really do like the other thing though, and yeah, I will equip it.
The token is yours. Let us see what you do with your newfound ability.
Now, unfortunately, I am out of food now, so every step I take is going to cost me 10 health.
Ouch. If only you had a meal.
So let's take the stairs and hope that I find some
What brings
food.
you to play the game?
Wow, this is a very lengthy
I
one.
know you
A
will
shop.
not tell
Excellent.
me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
Yep. In a shady grove off the beaten path. General shops offer a range of items and healings, but at prices a little higher than usual. So, I don't care what you're selling in general, I'm buying food.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved.
10 supplies for 30 gold, if only I had the gold. Wait a minute, actually. Sell items. Back. I can sell this axe. I don't particularly want to sell Frostfang. What I might do is sell the angel wings, actually, because I'd really like to buy the all 10 food. Back. Yep. And with the healer's ring, I will regain health as I move along. Treasure chest.
A treasure chest? What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
Indeed. While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of a hall. The chest may hold great wealth, but the chamber may be trapped. Approach the treasure chest. I'm gonna go with 1. Damn. Move forward carefully, but suddenly hear a click. The room begins to fill with a deadly gas. Attempt to escape the gas. Oh crap. Alright, I have no idea where it is. Not a 1. I'm gonna go with 4. Huge failure. I should have gone with 1. 3 pain cards. Tripping, you fall to the floor and gasp, drawing in the poisonous mist as you try to recover, then stumble through to the other side. Lose 10 health. Lose 10 max health. Permanent injury. Permanent injury, lose 15 maximum health. Ouch.
We play for a token now.
Okay. The treasure chest looks battered but still intact. What treasure might it hold? I'm gonna try and pry it open. This one. After a mighty heave, the lock gives way and the spoils are yours. 4 gain cards and the token is mine. Oof. 15 gold. Piece of equipment, Damocles. So this lets me fling missiles. Good fortune, gold, and more gold. Oh, that's a fair amount of cash. Bandit attack. 2 monster cards. Bandits
Poor Jack.
and Jack.
His place is so much lower than ours.
So much Jack.
He merely repeats the same motions over and over, incapable of change.
So I now have the ability to press button 2 to fling missiles in a radius around me. Like that. So, artifacts do have a limited number of charges. I'm yet to be in a position where I've run out, but I can see it happening. Oops, that's not in the right direction. So I got through that, only taking about 10 damage. Could be worse. Of course, I used up 3 charges on my artifact. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of reward from the King of Dust. Heroes remains.
So often, this is how the story ends, is it not? The hero tries, the hero dies. Their memory is celebrated, but they are lost.
Yeah, I think only if you, like, the top card, if it doesn't shuffle too much and the top card is always the same, that you can really follow where one card goes. And in those situations, that's good if it's a success. If it isn't, that's kind of useless. Okay, you pass a funeral. It's obvious from the size of the procession that the deceased was a well-loved figure. You're approached by the cleric. This great hero fell defending our beloved town of Wondermere. His sword and shield are powerful artifacts but must be returned to his hometown for the proper rites to be completed. Will you do this, traveler? Take the hero's belongings? Make an excuse. Take the hero's belongings. Thank you. This will mean the world to his family. The town would have revolted had these artifacts not been returned. It's not far to the hero's hometown. Just look for the town cleric when you get there. So what this is going to do, Viking Blade,
Such an
that does look
elegant
pretty cool.
use of rage and anger. You wouldn't expect it of the barbarian hordes.
And Pain. A shield bash deals damage to the opponents. Damage increases as you go up combo tiers. And that gives me Reflecting Counter. And hurry, it's not wise to anger the spirits by delaying their proper rites. So this is going to put... oh wow.
Appreciate your ingenuity. I look forward to seeing how you approach this particular challenge.
And so this is going to be placed on the map somewhere. Okay. In the direction I was going. Noble trader.
Noble in mind, or simply noble by
A
birth.
nobleman approaches on a chariot as you walk the streets of Stiegel. He notices you and comes to a stop. Greetings, mercenary. I'm a collector of rare weapons, and yours intrigues me. Would you part with it for gold? No. Mostly because I'm currently using the Viking Blade, and I don't particularly want to sell it. If I hadn't equipped it, I would have sold the sword. I'll do it next time I encounter it. Okay, hero's return.
Look. Look deeply. This is the fate of heroes.
You reach Wondermere, hometown of the dead adventurer. The town cleric meets you at the gate. He appears to have been standing vigil. Return the hero's sword. Thank you. The blade will once again be wielded in righteous fury. Do you have his shield? Return the hero's shield. Truly, you have done the Almighty's work in returning this shield. Thank you. Blessed are we who protected, can fell those who trespass against us. So this will give me 2 blessings, and I get the token, which is the thing I most care
I made
about.
that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
I like those comments. I kind of feel that some of them, this is literally the dev team talking to you. Okay.
Very
So-
nice indeed.
I've got crits, and I have a damaging effect on undead if they hit me. Unfortunately, I can't get at what was underneath that card anymore. Cave mouth. Let's keep going. The next step of your journey takes you from a cave out to the feet of an imposing forest. Exit the cave. You embark upon the next leg of your
The
adventure.
lizard men are nothing if not patient. He waits for you.
So the lizard man will be here. Basically, it's always guaranteed to be as far away as possible. Now, what I think I'm going to do is basically try and take this path. We'll see how it goes. The Devil's Carnival. This is a
Frivolity
really
is not
interesting
my
looking
forte.
card. It's very difficult to get the token apparently because you need... there's always 2 checks and you need the huge success on both of them. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly coloured, but are now faded and stained with dust. Peasants and nobles alike wander the streets and alleys, past wonders and amazements, seeming almost dazed. There's something about the place that dulls your senses, and, for a while, you forget your quest, forget even the path that brought you to this place. So this is a card I want to try and track. Nope, not happening.
Choose from these options.
Let's try number 2. Aha! Yes! Cheers and gasps draw you to a large tent. Inside you discover a number of spectacles being performed by costumed artists. Again, you want to track the huge success, but it's not happening. I'm going to go with number 2 again. It served me well last time. This time it's a huge failure. To one side, a pair of women dressed as devils periodically breathe fire into the air. One of them sneezes as you pass by, catching you in a burst of fire. The dealer draws you 1 health pain card. So this is just damage. It isn't anything past that. 5 health. At least it's not a permanent injury. Sometime later you find yourself standing at the edge of a forest. The sounds of the crowd behind you. Day is just dawning. But which day? Looking back you see the ruined buildings of a country town long ago abandoned. Oh, Jack of Scales.
Now, a fight for the ages.
Okay, I was wrong.
Greatness.
Turns out, Jack of Scales was not as far away as possible. He was right there. That is new. I have not seen that happen before. Sup, Lizard Mang? Kind of look a bit bird-like too. That's not the direction I wanted to do that, but okay, sure. Okay, that fight went a bit better than I had really expected. And then you get to see my face and my beard and everything.
Well played. Well played indeed. You have defeated something that I never expected to die.
So yeah, every 3 enemies you beat, you get a upgrade, which buffs you, but also buffs your opponents. So I now move faster, start with more food, start with better gear, but rats are better, bandits are better, and lizardmen are better. And I only encountered lizardmen once so far. So yeah. Curious that undead haven't been buffed.
The wand represents my will in the purest sense. It is not too late for you to give up now. Go peacefully to your fate, and leave me to mine. You begin to assemble a credible deck. Let us see what happens next.
That's a fair number of tokens. So, first token. For diving into the river, I receive the Ring of Survival. For trading so enthusiastically with the stranger in the shadows, I receive the Blood Auction card. For encountering the ghost again, I receive Spirit Walk. Cool. For going to the tavern to retrieve the woman's husband, I receive the Tavern Wager card. For plundering a locked treasure chest, I receive Fool's Gold. That's an interesting one. For returning the belongings of the dead hero of Wondermere, you receive War Cry. Cool. More artifacts. For defeating his lizardman Jack, I receive Queen of Skulls, which will be the next opponent, the Lizard Dome, Metal Ore, and the Holy Forge. Cool. And I also get these, which are all going to be obstacles, I think. No, these are weapons. I get a new hat and a new sword. And given that the next boss is Skulls, that seems like a pretty good deal.
Into the depths we go, searching for the dead and dying.
So those are the things I've got so far. Queen of Skulls is the next opponent. Haunted, whenever I buy an item, I also receive a curse, and items are cheaper. That's a really interesting one, actually. I did not... that's really cool. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get so cursed. Few necromancers possess the skill or courage to attempt the creation of such a creature. Any misstep during the ceremony could result in a hideously painful death. For a moment there I thought it said hilariously painful death.
So
which
much
would have been
death
slightly
and
different.
sorrow in the world.
So you can basically skip through and do the recommended
Can
stuff.
you hear the dirges as the trees
So I'm
and
gonna
the
look
earth
in
cry
here.
out in sorrow?
Go
This
through and
is the
check
Queen
that
of Skulls, and that is
it
all
hasn't
she can hear.
dumped.
It has driven her to madness. Her touch is the promise of death, and I say to you, you were warned. Farewell.
I'm gonna drop the healer's ring. I've already had that now. I'm also gonna drop Consuming Shame. It's nice, it's just I don't particularly need it. And I think I will drop the Angel's Wings, just because I keep encountering it. I'm gonna drop a regular shield, and now I'm back down to the down to the 25 I have to have. So the decks increase in size each time you beat a boss. So now again, the rules for keeping encounters is really simple. If I already have the token from it, and it's not Mr. Lionel, basically, I'm unlikely to keep it. If I don't have the token from it, I'm definitely putting it in. If it's new, so I haven't encountered it, I'm definitely putting it in. Okay. Now I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back in Maze of Traps. I'm going to put back in the Dead King's Hall, I think. And then one Ratman Hunting and one Bandit Attack, and I think I'll put Winding Trail in as well, which are all combat encounters, but I'm pretty happy with combat encounters for the most part. Yep, so those are the decks I'm going to use. Back, and on we go. Queen of Skulls.
The lands of the Queen of Skulls are unhealthy for the living.
I wonder what the Dark Dweller does. Look at those negative cards. Lots of shops. It's like everyone wants to sell you some cursed thing. But it comes with a free frigate.
The depths of the game that you have attained. They were too weak or too inflexible, too passionate or lacking in the necessary will. You are different.
Probably just had other games in their library they wanted to play. Oh, the Maze of Traps. So this is a goblin treasure cave. Now, all I need to do is not be such a scrub dealing with these traps. This reminds me kind of the trap sections of Prince of Persia. Last time I did this, I did pretty badly because I was a scrub. Okay, so those things there. Damn, I started my roll too early. What? Ah. Okay. Oop. Can't smash the pots, which I feel is, you know, just missing something. That was dumb. Also dumb. Made it. And only took 28 damage in the process. That's good, right? 2 equipment gain cards. One is...
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
A hat. That always shows me where the exit is and gives me gold every time I reveal an encounter. So that's great. Indeed, we are clearly not a skipper of Lake Day. And the Ring of Poverty...
Every dying man would trade wealth for health.
Every time I lose gold... Oh, if I sell the thing, I gain health for the gold. Okay. And opening the chest immediately turns off the traps. That's not sensible, goblins. Think things through, guys. Alright, I'm going to ask to be blessed by the elf maiden here. Because I'm going to get a bunch of curses, so it'd be good to have some blessings to help.
Blessings are too good for the likes of you.
That's rude. Hey, it's Mr. Lionel. Give me some stuff, Mr. Lionel. 4 gold gain cards this time. Okay, that's different. Mr. Lionel reaches behind your ear and pulls out a money bag, heavy with coins. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. That is
a little gold.
A fair amount of cash
for it.
Sweet, sweet cash. But do I have everything I can have equipped? Yep. I start with a shield these days. That's awesome. Let's go this way. Dark Dweller, that's not going to be good.
I'm unsure where this thing springs from.
Your path is blocked by an evil mass of tentacles and eyes. Even as you watch, the thing sprouts new limbs, reaching eagerly for you. Right, given that there are 4 of them, I'm just going to go back. Because I need to go back anyway. It's not actually blocking the path to the exit.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this. Or another set of stairs.
Next leg. Yeah. There's going to be another set.
I did not create this game, you know. I have merely perfected it. You have begun to understand my innovations.
The Apprentice. This is a sequel to
a token is at stake.
The mage cards I dealt with earlier. One day, you happen upon a young wizard practicing his magic in the forest. He greets you in a friendly manner and beckons you closer. I am but an apprentice wizard with many debts to my mentors. For a small fee, I could transport you to a destination in a faraway land. I've got heaps of gold. Let's do it. You hand over the gold and the wizard prepares himself for casting. This card's token is now yours. The young wizard waves his wand. Don't worry, I'm almost always successful in transporting myself to other places. Luggage is a little trickier. Well, that's great. I think
Here,
I could have done with a bit more information about this.
What brings you to
so that just kicks me straight down to the next dungeon. But I wanted the token, so why not?
Tell me, like all the rest.
And Charity 2.
Silent.
You encounter a priest wandering along the road. He begs for food to feed the orphans. The gods show favor to those who help the less fortunate. Give food to the priest. A worthy decision, the priest exclaims. How many young ones will see another summer due to your generosity? Buy food. The priest humbly accepts your provisions. Let me see if I have anything in my sack with which to reward such generosity. Okay. That one. Yeah. No, I'm afraid. No luck, I'm afraid.
The
But
gods
take
look upon
this
you
blessing.
favorably.
So I heal twice as fast. It's a pity that I lost all my food. Battle of Brooktop.
These places
It's
are
another
ripe
mage
for
card,
power.
I think.
It is not chance that you should meet a warlock here.
Yep. A light draws you to a nearby hilltop where you see a warlock disappear in a cloud of sulfur, leaving behind his summoned minions. Draw 2 monster cards. So 4 lizard men and 4 rat men. You ready yourself for combat? No stores so far. I was promised stores with cheap goods. Okay, I'm going after the rats first because of the ranged attacks.
You display marvelous dexterity for
Oh,
one who
frick.
seems such an oaf.
Oh, that's the thing that I need to be aware of. No, 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 this is not good. They never can stop you from rolling. Not sure how I feel about that. I also would very much appreciate it if you were to stop blocking my attacks, you stupid lizard faces. Oh wow, they do so much damage. I'm dead, actually, unless they drop food. I am flat out dead. Just stop blocking my axe swings. Oh, there goes the last of that health. That's a death. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse. I don't think I get the tokens if I die.
It is but a game.
It is but a game.
Another of my servants fulfills his duties. Do you
I do
see
get
now what
tokens.
I have built? How elegantly all the pieces fit.
Surprise portal! Well, I'm getting rid of the apprentice because, yeah, I got the token and
you
that
must have the
jerk
strength to
effectively
go on.
stole from me.
Make your choices.
So, same thing,
Come
except
now.
quickly go to the deck builder
Queen awaits.
and remove from the encounters the jerk face called the apprentice and add in surprise portal. Okay. Start game.
It Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at
Again,
their
Maze
most
of Traps
base
is the
and
first one I
despicable
encounter.
when they begin to believe their own lies.
Yeah, you've told me that so many times about fortune tellers. I
My
don't
powers
care.
are genuine.
Okay, those bushes contain traps. The other thing that I need to be careful with, this one is a much more annoying set for me, mostly because last time I flat out died. Kept rolling into those things, spinning into those things. Admittedly, right now I've got more health. Damn it. There's also that, where it's actually positioned where if you spin into that, you will take damage. You never stop. 28 damage. But I got there. 3 gain cards. Draw 2, keep 1. Scavenger's Cap does what?
In the end,
Yes, I
food
keep
is
running out of
always a
food,
matter
so
of
I'm gonna do
life
that.
and death.
Crown of Hindsight is all encounter cards are revealed upon reaching the next stairs.
Are
Nah.
you sure that's the right approach?
Draw 3, keep 1. So Ring of Survival does what? Every 3 combat encounters you heal 20? I don't want another hat. Nah.
Let the lizard men beware.
Let's go with the Armor of Cold, which means that nearby enemies get slowed. Cave Escape.
Caves and caverns.
A
One
dank
cannot
and
hope to find
foreboding
adventure
cave lies
without a
between
little
you and your
delving
goal.
now.
You have discovered the exit to this area. Yeah, I'm just at this point. I would
At
rather
their heart,
finish and
all
move on.
games are about power.
Given that I control the encounters,
The
I can always do
acquiring
that. Noble Trader.
The retaining of power. And most
You
importantly...
there, peasant. I wish to purchase your armor as a gift for my nephew. He is of similar build and enjoys a good scuffle on occasion. The nobleman waits patiently for you to take off your armor, and then hand it to him. He should appreciate this. After I've had it cleaned, of course. I get the token, and I get a bunch of cash. A bunch of cash.
More gold for you. And with it, more problems.
Only if I actually encounter a store.
Evil.
This time I do
but
need to
no
get around the
craft or
creature.
Substance.
Come on.
Powerful magic, but unfocused.
That one. Nope. Should have gone with the one I was initially looking at. 2 pain cards. Your luck only lasts so long. Permanent injury from the tentacles. And
Curse you,
20 health.
and I will make you suffer. Keep yourself clear of
creepy.
curses, and you'll have nothing to worry about.
Tavern Ouija.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
You find yourself in a seedy old tavern, spinning tales of your adventures to a group of drunks. A bearded old soldier scoffs at your tales and challenges you to an arm wrestle. I'm gonna wager 20 gold against his gold. That one. I lose the arm wrestle. You lose, crowd jeers you on your way out. Boo ones. Devil's Carnival.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
That one. Nope. Oh well. So it just, yeah, you get sent to a different area. Success in the second area. Genuine unicorn tonic can cure any injury, whether from sword or claw. a man calls, holding up a bottle. He suddenly slashes your arm with a knife, and as you open your mouth to protest, he flicks a bottle, splashing some of the tonic on you. You start to reach for your weapons and then stop. The crowd leans in and watches as the wound in your arm closes before your very eyes. Made from genuine unicorns and seven secret ingredients. Available here for only one night. The dealer draws you 1 health gain card. 15 health?
More health
Nice.
to work with. Much good.
The crowd surges forward to buy this miracle potion, and you walk on, smelling of ground-up unicorn horn, elvish blood, ratman sweat, and several other pungent odors you can't identify. And then, yeah, the creepy carnival kept you stuck in it for an unknown amount of time. A shop! Girl is gold!
So few trade in the land of death that deals are easy to strike.
So, because I'm dealing with the Queen of Skulls, I will get a curse with every item I buy. Explorer's helmet, feathered ice. Back. Mercenary combat lets me get more gold. Fool's gold. Every weapon ability usage, all bandits are stunned. Every bandit killed nets you 5 gold. That's a hat, I think. It'd be good if it told you the slot, both of these artifacts. And wow, they are super cheap.
What will you do with that?
Starvation. Mana drain.
Another curse on the table. Let us see how you deal with it.
And I'm also gonna buy some food. So food doesn't give me curses, but other things do. Let's see how the curses stack up. It's a ride!
The horse is a fine companion.
So,
I'm sure
go
you'll
down
need this
to the
one
next
in
area.
time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Devil's Wager.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do
A
not
devil
think
appears
you
in a
have
puff
what
of
it
smoke,
takes.
fixes its evil gaze upon you. Greetings, mortal. Draw 2 monster cards. Okay. If you can defeat my minion without taking a scratch, I will reward you with gold and magic trinkets. Excellent. Let's see you prove it. Okay, you said you could do it without a scratch, but I'll be generous and leave you a little more than that. Okay. I see. It dropped my health to 8. All I need to do is not take any damage. Just saying. No damage, no problem. Bugger. That's not helping. Stop spitting fire at people. I wish to mark my disapproval. It's rude to burn people. I appreciate that, John. Hopefully you will not need it. Ooh, no, no, no. Back off, back off, back off. Backing off. Backing off. Trying to do this without needing to use more ice. Oh! Oh! Shit, that was close. You're not dead. That is unexpected. The devil waves his hand, partially healing you. Oh, how kind. Oh, that's full heal, actually, devil. Not sure if you know the difference.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Wow. Okay. Battle of Brooktop.
Are your
This is where I died last time.
Detect what lies here?
Need to remember that they have frickin' traps on this area. Yeah. I do appear to be pretty keen on mutilating the corpses. Die, rat. I like the way that those guys, when you counter them, always seem to follow up with a unblockable attack. That's what the red symbol means, by the way. It means it's uncounterable. Oh, that was my face. Nope, that guy's actually dead. After the battle, you search the bodies for loot. The dealer draws you 2 gain cards. Yeah, not uninterruptible, it would seem. That's true. Ratman. This is the 2 Ratman version.
Our old friend the Jack of Plague returns to fight another day.
So this guy... yeah, this is not ideal. But at least I got mercenary contact. Stop it. Ah, let me... Wow, that charge... oh, there is no charge time on that attack, it would seem. Ah! Let me get the frick out of there. Nope, 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 nope. Ah, dead. Excellent. Now they're all dead. Huh. That's not an easy fight, and the 2-card variant also doesn't give me food if I recall correctly. Oh no, I do get food at least. Not that I'm running low on food right now, but I do have a starvation curse, so...
A permanent discount
I'm basically
for those willing to endure the
trying to get... There is in fact an achievement for having like 10 curses on you. So I'm kind of tempted to go for it. Buy items. Mage gloves. Killing an enemy... Oh, that looks nice. Mage mask.
Every tool a mage can create may be used against them.
Yeah, that also looks pretty nice. Back. War cry. Ah, so that basically skips the build step. I'm gonna buy these. Yep.
Now this is my kind of magic. Death and the transmutation
Infected
of
rings. Mage mask. Yep.
Protected by magic you would never have the wit to control. You think that
It's
will
so
help?
rude. Weak ankles.
The mages, of course, sought nothing so fervently as the means to stay the hand of death. They did not succeed, and neither will you.
Yep. Buy.
As pleases you.
Compensation. And buy this. Why not?
Interesting choice.
Dealer's Revenge. I want to look at all of these curses. But at least I'm like wearing... No, I don't have a ring. That's the only thing I'm missing. Blessings and curses. So, starvation. I need to eat twice as much food. Mana drain. Cooldowns doubled. Infected rings. 5 damage for every ring I have. Weak ankles. Reduced run speed. Compensation. I lose 1 gold per health I have. Dealer's Revenge. Enemies drop bombs when they die. Ooh, well, that's not ideal. On the other hand, stuff it. Yep, gain 15 health. That'll do. Yep. Forest escape. Let's move
Walk
on.
your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
The Lizard Dome.
Few have seen the homelands of the lizard men, and fewer still survive the experience.
Okay. One night, you are captured by lizard men and brought before their king. You are stripped of your equipment and must choose an opponent to fight in their underground arena. 3 mages or 1 jack of skulls. I'm gonna go with the mages.
Perhaps this time you will best your intellectual superiors. Occasionally, brawn may defeat brains.
Okay, can't go around that way. Mutilate the corpse! Haha! Oh, right. That would be the bomb that they were talking about before. The key problem here is that that triangle hurts to enter. Stop blocking me! That's just rude. Oh, hey, triangle of protection. At least I'm immune to the bomb when he dies. But that bomb, ouch. The Lizard King returns and grants you a reward before returning your equipment. You gain 4 gain cards. Food. Gold. Gold.
I'm sure you're grateful
Food. And my stuff again. On your way back to the surface, you see pens of other human captives waiting to fight in the arena. Back on the surface you are released, but hesitate as the pitiful sound of screams for help rise from the tunnels. Let's give it a go, try and rescue some prisoners.
A choice. Select your desire.
That one. No! No! It was the one on the left! 2 monster cards. Captured again and sent back into the arena.
Natural enemy of magic. Our Jack of Scales.
So, do I have my equipment this time? I do have my equipment. Wait, did you seriously just do that? Okay. Ooh, that was a death. It was worth a shot. I wanted the token.
Every death feeds the queen. I'm afraid that is where this round ends. Some other time, perhaps.
Okay. For trading with the nobleman, you receive the lovers. Curses do seem bad, I agree. But I didn't have enough curses to get the achievement. And items seem good. Fate's Folly. And the altar.
She waits for you, even now.
I will say I really dig the whole deck building, world building that you get. Apparently this game has dragon cows. Come on, dragon cows.
Take arms against
what
the
more
Queen
can
of
you
Stars
ask
and
for?
You will meet only death.
Okay. So, I need to dump Devil's Wager and Noble Trader because they both suck anyway. Admittedly, you do get a fair amount of gold for whatever item you give to the merchant, but I don't like him. He's a bit terrible. And over here, there's a new item. Fate's Folly. So one of the things is you can't actually find out what the item does specifically until you've encountered it in play. So it's one of the reasons why I really am biased towards having items that I otherwise wouldn't have in here. I'm gonna drop the Scavenger's Cap and see how we go. Alright, so let's venture forth. Merchant Guild, Dark Dwellers, yeah.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother going past the tentacles if I don't have to. Goblins!
Funny little fellows.
So, goblins basically steal some of your equipment, some of your gold, and some of your food, but as you beat them up, they drop gold and food, and they will drop your equipment if you kill the one which has your stuff. So I'm going to prioritize this jerk because he has my shield. See how he's literally dropping gold? Oh, nope. Nope. So after a while, he will blow a horn, which will open up a portal that he will run to. But, in this case, he died too quickly. Because goblins don't level up. Goblin threat dealt with, so I've got more gold, I've got more food, and I still have my shield. Maze of traps. And this is where the goblins dash their crap. Fortunately, goblins seem to be fairly interested in the same kinds of things I'm interested in. Which is to say, sweet, sweet cash. And loot. Whoops, that was spinning straight into spikes. That was clever. Nope, still too far. Damn. We're possibly. And that's just a straight run. I'm improving at that. Only 18 damage this time. Draw 3, keep 1. So double damage to lizardmen, healing cap, ring of survival. I don't even remember what ring of survival does. Yeah, I'm gonna take ring of survival this time. And gold. Draw 2, keep 1. Life's limb or huge hammer. I actually haven't seen huge hammer before.
Sometimes form follows function, and vice versa. In this case, it's called a huge hammer. You take a guess.
I'm going to take the huge hammer. It's holy, which means it does more damage to skeletons. The final boss is a skeleton. And in this case, by skeleton, I do not mean someone interested in social justice. Lone would have been here. Okay.
All sorts of terrible things live in caves.
I don't mind missing out on loans.
Are you sure?
Oh wow. So, I didn't realize that you could have a fight in the caves. That's cool. The first step. No, I want to do this. Yes. Okay. Right. That's. So that does take a bit too long to do reliably. Plus, I keep hitting the wrong button when I'm trying to. Hey! Boot to the head. Okay, I think I made it through the cave. And 2 gain cards as a result. 5 max health, that's nice. 15 health, that's good. I did lose a bit of it in that fight.
Think about the way we play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time. One has to wonder how it is possible to truly lose.
It's true. How is it? Without warning, a magical portal opens beneath you and you fall through it. As you tumble between realities, you catch a glimpse of the entrance to an ancient vault. You recognize a distinctive mountain peak in the distance and think you know where it might be. This card's token is now yours. After an unknown period of time, you fall ungracefully back into your original
token
universe.
Brings you closer to your goals.
Okay, that's really cool.
All the world is a game board, and us men and women merely players. I alone do not play.
Hey Lionel,
I
how's it
maintain
going?
the rules. You have choices.
I'm gonna
and I
feed you
have
some gold.
Destination.
I know what you need.
Choices, though,
Mr.
are made
Lionel
to
taps the
rediscover
food with his
that which you
taps the
already
table with his staff, and some plump cakes appear in front of you. Remember, boy, when someone asks you whether you'd like cake or pie, tell them you want cake and pie. The dealer draws you 1 food gain card. I have to say, as an Australian, cake or pie does not make much sense, because pie is not actually that common as a dessert food in Australia. Pie is much more of a savory food, because if you tell me, oh, we're having pie tonight, I assume you're having like a meat pie with beef. I'm going with this one. Nope, I was wrong. 2 pain cards. Lose 5 health. Lose 5 gold. Those pesky tentacles always trying to take my stuff.
I am not surprised they have difficulty.
I'm gonna pass on by the store. I actually don't have much gold. Meat pie is very good. Local peasant!
Hungry mouths. War leaves nothing else.
While crossing a forest clearing, you meet a peasant woman. Greetings, stranger. The winter has been hard on my family this year. In the forest behind her, you sense movement. In exchange for some gold, I will tell you everything I know about these... some food. I'm gonna give her 5 food. The woman takes your food eagerly, passing it to some children who suddenly rush in from the forest, hands outstretched. You've given us enough food to survive the winter, stranger. She retrieves a sack from behind a bush. This was my husband's before he died. Please accept it in thanks. Draw 1 gloves card, and the token's now mine. So... gloves. Delete cuffs. Now I move faster.
1 piece of each type of equipment, and you're ready to take on the world.
Combat ready achievement and everything. Pork pies are not actually that common. Oh, and she also gives me a map. So the key thing here is to not go via the tentacles, since I can avoid them. Pass by. Have to deal with the dweller again, so I gotta do this. That one. Yes! With a combination of skill, daring, and luck, you weave between the probing tentacles. I will ignore the store because I don't have enough money. Warning signs.
Everywhere you go, your steps are dogged by death. Even now.
You come across a narrow valley. Several dead adventurers lie under piles of stones before you. Don't bother trying to reach the treasure hidden in this valley, stranger, says an old man. Those fools tried and look at what happened to them. I'm gonna try and cross. Good luck, you're gonna need it. You set off through the valley to run. You soon hear the distinctive calls of hill giants above you. They begin to throw rocks down at you. Frickin' hill giants. Oh wow, look at that failure. That's the success. Get through the first volley with only a few glancing strikes from the rocks. You hear the giants calling out to each other, excitedly. It seems you're providing fine sport for them today. That one. No, it was that one. Damn. Heavy rocks. 5 pain cards.
Oh,
Ouch. That's a lot of permanent injuries. They're all permanent injuries. Son of a. That one. Nope. Ah. 6 pain cards. More max health loss.
I'm sorry.
These are all gonna be max health, aren't they? I'm dead.
The edge now. Survival will require near perfection in all things.
Oh, you can't die from that. But at least I get 5 gold gain and the token. I just can never afford to take any damage ever again. Or stuff. 10 gold per blessing? That's nothing. Yeah. Well, I'm boned. Outside, the hill giants seem to be fighting amongst themselves. Although the occasional stone or injured giant falls from above, you manage to leave the valley without further injury. Well, this is a good sign. I'm totally not screwed here. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I should have gone back to the store and bought food, but I'm just gonna starve to death on the first move here.
Warning.
Like this.
She is close.
And I'm dead. That's death.
A sad
Starvation.
way to
Starvation's
end.
grip takes hold.
I had such challenges prepared for you. Such is life.
Discovering new places. For discovering new places while falling through a portal, I receive the Royal Treasury. I also get, feeding the local peasant woman, the Great Helm of Reinforcement. And finally, for looting the Valley of the Hill Giants, I get Eye of the Storm and Plunderer's Cap. Appears to be a cap made from a, like,
Can you muster the strength to go
money
on?
bag. Okay, story mode. Well, I think the DM was kind of surprised that I decided to just keep pushing through and take ridiculous damage. Okay,
Come now.
deck builder.
Queen awaits.
No. Put that in. Put in Eye of the Storm. Take out Helm of Reflection. I probably really should put in more shields. In fact, I don't have shields beyond the first one, but I'm gonna dump the Frost item. And then there's an evaluate deck thing. I don't know how to look at it. Anyway, so now I can get rid of Surprise Portal, which is just kicked down to the next level, which isn't actually a bad card. But what is a bad card is warning signs. Where are you, warning signs? Or does that just go away now? Because it did show me as not having certain things. Battle of Brooktop I also don't want. You know what, I'm going to keep Surprise Portal in. It isn't a bad card, it's just not necessarily what I want. And then I will put in Ambush. Okay, start again. I think I've got one more run in and then I'm gonna stop. I've been having fun. I hopefully will kill the Queen of Skulls this time.
Your currency is spent. Your memories tattered and torn. Formed into mere cards for us to play with.
That's pretty cool. Ah. started spinning too early. Oops. Okay, that was dumb. Draw 2, keep 1. Fool's Gold, Chain of Rage.
An excellent way to turn an injury into an asset.
Yeah, I'll give this a go. Gold and Mage's Mask. Sure.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Better than the Crown of Hindsight. Lust in the Desert.
This token will unlock more cards if
Pray
you
to the
defeat this
old
encounter.
gods for salvation, because I'm lost and alone in a desert.
Choose from these options.
That one. No, I was wrong. Res go unanswered. 2 monster cards, 1 health pain. That's a lot of rats. That's too many rats. Too many rats. So I did get the other ranged one. Long. To gain cards. Food. Sure. More food. Sure. Why not? But no token. I assume my prayers would need to be answered.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Blah blah blah. Need the huge success first, and then that one. Nope, just the success. The success takes me just generally somewhere around the carnival. That one. And then the failure. You are selected to be the man tied to a blindfolded man. Oh, sorry, just tied to a wheel, and then a blindfolded man throws knives at me. Well, that's charming. Interesting that max health gain cards. So max health gain cards get you health and max health, but max health pain cards just make you lose max health, unless you're at your max. Hey Lionel, I'm gonna ask what you need. I know what you need. Food. Sure. I clearly need more food. That's why I only have 22. Forest escape.
Roaming ever forward.
Take the
Hunting
forest path.
for the truth.
I didn't actually want to load the shop. Damn. Didn't want to deal with the loading time. And I've only got 25 gold. That said, I mean, in this area, shops are cheap, so... Merc Contract, Ring of Justice. Okay. Fully healed if you use a ring ability. Undead Bane, fire damage on hits against undead. And Eye of the Storm. I'm gonna grab Undead Bane. Better than my current weapon. And yeah. And compensation.
Little pleases me more than watching your attempt to wriggle away from bad luck.
It's rats.
I bet you're thrilled to see Jack again.
Oh, who wouldn't be thrilled to see Jackie Boy? I am taking 0 damage from some poison somehow. Yep, so that does not affect... Oh, fuck off, rat! Face! I really do not understand what the Jack of Rats is wearing. Doesn't make any sense. Some kind of spiked collar thing that would mostly get in his way. The lovers.
An innocent moment. Never to be repeated. Except here, where all of your history repeats itself until time immemorial has passed.
Yep. In the town of Stiegel, you meet a man who is serenading a young lady at her window. As you approach, he stops and turns to speak to you. My love and I wish to marry and leave this town, but her father has forbidden it. He is the master of the guild, a powerful figure in Stiegel with many armed men at his command. I saw you fighting in the arenas. Please, will you help us escape the town, that we might live together in happiness? Yes? One blessing. Bless you, stranger. Meet us here at midnight, and bring whatever weapons you possess. Helping hand.
Useful.
Okay. Next time I hit half health, I will be fully healed. Hours later, you return to find the young couple hiding in the shadows. Gesturing them to be silent, you lead the way through the town. Okay. This looks like it'll do well. Not that one. So, it's one of these three. This one. Nope. I was wrong. Make it to the outskirts of town before a voice in the darkness calls out, "Who goes there?" "It's my father's men," the young lady exclaims, fleeing. Her lover follows, leaving you to deal with the guards. So it's going to be bandits? Fully powered bandits with all the 3 red dots. I like the idea that, like, the dealer's just gotten out a red Sharpie and put dots on those cards. Whoops. That one. That one. The one that's actually attacking me and not the air. And there goes the last of my gold. Boo. After the battle, there's no sign of the young lovers. You quickly leave the scene as more armed men approach from all directions.
It is
this
yours.
guard's token is now
you
yours.
can take it.
Let's go left. The Lizard Dome. Okay,
Fight the lizard,
fine.
if you will, but proceed with caution.
2 of
They are
skulls.
smarter than they appear.
And then I will try and free the prisoners again. Oh, right, I don't have a shield. That's why I wasn't getting that. But on the other hand, skeletons I picked because skeletons are actually relatively easy to take out. Especially since they haven't been charged up. 4 gain cards. Food. 10 gold. 25 gold. 3 food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Anyway, back to the surface. Go back and try and free some. Try and track where this goes. I think it's here, but I'm not sure. Yes, it is! Excellent! You sneak back into the tunnels and release some of the prisoners. On the way out, a guard raises the alarm as you leave the group to the surface and away into the darkness. The guard's token is now yours. Bless you for freeing us, one of the prisoners says as they disappear into the forest. Draw 1 blessed card. Toxic
I
blood.
made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Cave escape.
Caves and caverns.
Gotta enter the
One
cave
cannot hope to find adventure
and move
without
on.
a little delving now.
Blood auction.
Win this and claim my token.
In the moonlit ruins of a long-forgotten castle, a host of unholy creatures gather. You discover that vampires are holding secret blood auctions. Mortals are allowed to bid using their own blood. Bid some blood. You're ushered into the circle of bidders. Tonight's item is a magical ring that you're unfamiliar with. Bid 60 health. A strange creature comes to you and draws out your blood. You gotta pay, even if you lose the bid. This is a shitty auction system. You wait while all the bids are taken. Yeah, so the more health you surrender, the better it goes for you. This one, I think it was. No, it's over the left. You lose the bid, they take a break, you decide to leave before they take an interest in you. Yep. But 180 to have a 75% chance of success? Nope. No point. I'm full health. Yeah, Dark Dweller. Attempt to get around. So many tentacles.
A choice.
That one.
Select
Nope,
your desire.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
Nasty.
Everything is ruined forever. Goblins, take my stuff. Goblins will die. Hope it wasn't my sword. I wish it was more clear about the stuff that you lost. I think it was, yeah, it was my, no, they've got my sword on their back. Oh, right. Right. No, you don't, Gobbo. No escaping. There will be no escape. Not for you or for any of your kind. Good. Still got the vein. Hitch a ride.
Better than trudging along a muddy road.
Yes, it
Certainly.
is. Try and escape, or rather try and get past the Dark Dweller. These aren't actually that interesting, it's just, hey, guess what? You boned. Yeah, I probably should stop trying to track them. And now I lose something. And it's not clear what I lose unless I go into my inventory. I lost my weapon this time. Seriously, that should be more visible. Metal ore.
Sparse and relatively
As you
empty.
travel...
Mostly we skip over these moments in our memory. Yet something has caught you here.
As you traverse a particularly tricky trail across a mountain ridge, you notice a dark ravine beneath you. Something glitters in the dim sunlight that reaches the base of that cavern. Climb down and take a look. In the gloom of the narrow canyon, you find the old remains of a wooden cart, apparently having fallen down years ago. You find nothing of worth except a chunk of glittering metallic ore. It might not sell for much in its current state, but perhaps you'll find someone who can use it. You take it and make your way back up to the path. It's a shop. Approach the shop. I'm gonna buy something, I think. Yeah. Just show me the stuff. Warcry, Armor of Cold is probably useful. Fate's Folly is success chances award gold. None of that's particularly cool other than this. Slowing enemies seems helpful. Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, I want to equip it.
What will you do with that?
Tainted. I don't know what that means. I need to go here to find out. Up here, tainted. I can't sell anything. Well, that's great. Local peasant.
Feast, famine, and everything in between.
There. Gloves. Mage gloves. Those are good gloves, so yeah. I'll take it. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna ignore the store. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna buy some food. Because I just dumped a bunch of food on some peasants. There's a lot. So, in some of the earlier stages, I had a lot of encounters that literally would take half of my food, rounded up, no less. But I don't seem to be having that as much anymore. Which seems to make it easier to keep a relatively high food sum. Surprise! Move to another world.
I did warn you, I think, about the consequences of magical forces unleashed.
Let's go this way. Charity 2!
Every game must have both
Give food to the
winners
priest.
and losers.
Give 5 food.
Without them,
Get a blessing
generates
and
into
50-50 chance. That one. Hooray! Okay, I get a gain card as well as a token. Ah! The priest exclaims and pulls out a tarnished old ring. I'll have the kids polish it up first. In the meantime, take my blessing. Draw 1 blessing. Guardian Angel. First.
Very nice.
Oh, right. That doubles my chances of success. Okay. Cave escape.
All sorts of terrible
There's nothing on here that I care about. I mean, I could try and get to the altar,
sure?
but I'd rather just keep going.
Do you hear her wailing, even now?
Old graveyard.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
In an old abandoned graveyard, the restless spirits sense the presence of a blessed soul and remain quiet. You spend a peaceful night awakening well rested and fully recovered from your wounds. The card's token is now yours. Alright, because I've got a bunch of blessings, so that's cool. Oof. I'm pretty low on food. Holy Forge.
A brotherhood of peace in the
On
service
a
of
dusty,
war.
lonely plain, you come
Never
across the
trust
shattered
a
remains of
priest.
an old monastery. Searching the building, you meet an old man dressed in dirty robes. Long ago, we of the Brotherhood forged holy weapons to support the war against the infidels. But the infidels were strong, and one day one of their raiding parties took us by surprise. They destroyed most of our tools and took our supplies, including all of the rare metal ore that we used to craft our weapons. The king's army never returned after that day. I do not know what became of them in the years that followed. I have stayed here all those years, but only the ghosts remain to keep me company. all of the others who survived the attack left long ago. Well, good thing I found that ore earlier. The monk's eyes widen in surprise and he exclaims, "By the old gods, where did you find that?" He looks the metal over. "If you're willing to put in the hard work, stranger, together we could fire up the old forge one last time." You spent several days with the old monk. By day you toiled together at the forge. By night you swapped tales of your adventures for a share of his food. Eventually you hold the completed weapon in your hands. Battle hammer! Ooh, that looks nice. I'll take it. Thank you, warrior, for giving this old relic one last chance to prove its worth. Good luck on your journey. This guard's token is now yours. I am out of food, which is a key downside here. Loan.
Usury, the root of all troubles.
In a busy market town, you're approached by a shopkeeper on the verge of losing his store. I can't lend you any money. I'm sorry. Queen of Skulls. That's good, because I'm starving here.
And learn your fate.
Powerful skeleton warrior with the ability to summon a demonic pile of skeletons. Skulls. It can create a legion of skeletons.
We play for a token now.
You've uncovered this Queen of Skulls. Now it's time to beat her down. She's got a musket. Probably not the right term, but whatever. She's got a ranged weapon. That's going to be interesting to deal with. Well, the double damage, the extra damage against undead seems kind of helpful with this fight. That was a lot easier than it had any right to be. Queen of Skulls. And I lose the last of my gold. Oh no.
Then it is done. When even a creature as haunting as the Queen of Skulls perishes, we know the game is almost done. The kings are gathering now. So, new cards. For helping the lovers, I receive an angry guildmaster. That makes sense. For rescuing other prisoners of the lizardmen, I get wandering minstrels. Brave, 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 Sir Robin. For donating food for the orphans, you receive the Ring of Enlightenment and Charity 3. Well, the charity chain goes on for a while. For bringing blessed peace to the old graveyard, you receive spiritual healing. So many rings. For working in the Holy Forge, I receive forbidden armor. For defeating the Queen of Skulls, I get the Queen of Plague and Dark Ritual. And then for defeating her, I also get the Arrow Cutter and Mortal Mimsy. One more round. You have earned it.
Alright. Well, yeah, that's Run of Fate for today. I may be back on Monday because I don't have Swedish class then and my partner's away, so I can stream more easily then. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game and I want to reach the end. I'm actually going to be back in an hour and a half for the daily challenge where I'll be playing Spelunky and Necrodancer and trying to beat the daily challenges for today. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting, John. It's been fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.